All right, my friends, I want you to take a look at our calendar and think about what's underneath this square today. So we have, let's just back up a little bit. Story problem, math equation, math equation, math equation. What comes underneath this square? What's the date or the number? And is it a story problem or a math equation? What do you think? Daniel.
It's gonna be a story problem because every 4 days I noticed there's a story problem.
Yeah. So there's 3 equations, and then the 4th day is a story problem. And look at 1, 2, 3. So I'm thinking he's right. What do you think? What is the number? Camden.
29.
Yesterday was 27.
Oh, wait, 28.
28. Good. All right. Are you ready? You're going to use my friends here at school have their whiteboard. So at home, if you want to pause the video and grab a piece of paper or a whiteboard, because you're going to help me answer this problem. So it is a story problem. So make sure that you have something to write on. I'm going to read it, and you are going to try to answer this problem. When I read story problems, the first thing I think of is if it's addition or subtraction. That kind of helps me figure out the problem. Are you ready? The pet store had 30 fish. They sold some. Now they have 28 fish. How many fish did they sell? They had 30 fish, but they sold some. Now they only have 28 fish. How many did they sell? You should be writing it down.
How much did they have at the end?
28. So they had 30 fish and they sold 28. They sold some. How many do they have? Okay, so I'm going to read it one more time. The pet store had 30 fish to start. They sold some. We don't know that number. Now they have 28 fish total. How many did they sell? Brady, let me see your board for a minute. I want to show our friends how you set up your math equation. Okay, so listen carefully and look at Brady's math equation. So when I was reading it, I said that there were 30 fish. Look at, he put 30 fish there. But then it said that we sold some. We don't know that number, so we put subtract, because if we're selling some, we're getting rid of some. Subtract blank. We don't know that number. But then it says now we have 28, so the total is 28 fish. Brady, awesome job setting up that math equation. What goes in that missing blank? There's a couple things you could do here. Madison, what's the answer? How did you figure out 2?
I started with 30 and I counted down.
Oh, good job. So let me just write this on the board. So this is our math equation. Madison said she put the number 30 in her brain. Put 30 in your brain. We're going to count back until we get to 28. We know that's pretty close, so you can count backwards. So 30, 29, 28. Only 2 spots, right? So 30 take away 2 equals 28. I'm going to show you something. What is 28 plus 2? Look at this math equation. Write it down on your board. 28 plus 2. Write that on your math board for me. What's the answer? Show me your boards. At home, you should be trying to figure this out too. Good. Yeah. So put 28 in your brain, and we're going to count 2. 28, 29, 30. The answer is 30. What kind of problems are these? Dominic.
They're
families. Good job, buddy. Fact families. Everyone say that.
Fact
family.
family.
Madison Swanson, what's a fact family?
It's like
It
it has all the same numbers in it.
has all the same numbers, just different order. Look at 30, 30, 2, 2, 28, 28. The difference is our subtraction and addition. Good job. Go ahead and erase your boards and just set your markers and boards down so you're not distracted by them. So say this with me. Today is Thursday, January 28th, 2021. Let's go over to our date. We need to change that. What are we going to change it? Yesterday was January 27th, 2021. Today is what? Brady.
22.
Ooh.
28.
28. I'm going to leave the 2 because there's still two groups of 10 for 20. And we're changing the 8. Why are we keeping the month the same and the year the same? Daniel.
Because it's still the same month and same year.
Yeah, it's still January and it's still 2021. Good. All right, watch carefully. I'm going to add another X.
Oh.
How many days in school? We're getting close to filling this up. That's pretty exciting.
But we still gotta get a new chart.
We'll have to get a new chart then. You're right. How many days in school, Dominic?
90.
Yesterday was 92. What is
93.
93? Still 9 groups of 10. So we have to change our 1s to a 3. Somebody help me with the math equation. What did you do to get 93? Madison?
I started with 100, and then I subtract 7, and then I had 93.
How did you know to subtract, first of all?
Because we didn't have the whole chart filled up.
We're not quite to 100. How did you know to subtract 7? Did you just make up that number because it's a good number?
No,
Oh.
there was 5, and then 2 more would equal 7.
Good. Yep. And that's 93. Who has a different math equation for me? Camden?
So you put put 22 in your head.
22?
I have an idea. And then add 40 more.
Okay, so that's a way to do it, but we kind of want to do it the fastest way. So sometimes we might not have time to think about it, so you want to think of a way to get this answer the fastest way. Like remember on Dreambox it asks you to push over your number rack in the least amount of pushes? That's kind of like this. We want to do it the fastest way. What's another math equation that would make it quick? Dominic.
You start with 50.
Good. That's half of our chart.
And then 40.
Good. That's 90, and then how many extra?
And then 3 more.
Good. That's a great way. What about if I start with the number 90? I can see that 5 and 4 tens would be 9 tens, which is 90. How many extra ones, Daniel?
Sweet.
3, and that would be 93. Good job. Head back to your desk quietly, put away your whiteboard, and get ready for reading. Daniel, your whiteboard. Bye, friends at home.